Hard work without mental sovereignty leads to exhaustion, not freedom. Most people don't fail because they're lazy. They fail because they're wrongly obedient. Welcome to The Sovereign Mind with Steve Abba. In this episode of The Sovereign Mind, we are going to find out why most people stay broke even when they work hard. The trap that keeps 99% stuck because they're wrongly obedient to systems that reward effort but punish independence. If hard work made people wealthy, the poorest people on earth would be millionaires because they work harder than smart people. This episode of The Sovereign Mind will be broken down into 6 smart sections. I'll break it down cleanly, simply and truthfully. No hype, no conspiracy talk, just reality. Section 1. The lie of hard work. Hard work was never designed to make you free. Hard work was designed to keep systems running, or keep bills paid, or keep people too tired to think. The systems don't fear lazy people. They fear smart and independent thinkers. Let me explain. 1. Schools reward obedience, not leverage. What schools actually reward: following instructions, memorizing information, meeting deadlines, repeating approved answers. You get rewarded for sitting still, raising your hand, asking permission, doing things just one correct way. A student who questions the system is labeled difficult. A student who obeys it is labeled smart. What schools rarely teach: how to turn skills into income, how to build systems that work without you, how to negotiate value, how to create leverage, tools, people, automation, ownership. Now the result? People graduate and train to perform tasks, not control outcomes. To be free, you need leverage equals something that multiplies your effort. This is because school trains effort, not multiplication. 2. Jobs reward reliability, not ownership. What jobs pay you for? Showing up consistently, being available, doing what you're told, keeping systems stable. This is why the most praised employee is dependable, predictable, replaceable. The better you are at your job, the harder it becomes to leave it. What jobs don't reward? Owning the process, owning the outcome, owning the upside keeps you where you can. Work 20 years, build systems, save companies millions, and still own nothing. The reality: reliability keeps systems running. Ownership creates for you freedom. You must understand that jobs optimize for continuity, not independence. 3. Society praises fatigue and exhaustion as virtue. I believe you've seen it. Like, I'm tired but grinding. No days off. Sleep like you're dead. You wear exhaustion like a badge of honor. Why? Tired people don't question. Tired people don't plan. Tired people don't rebel for self-determination. A rested mind becomes dangerous because there are no limits to how much it can become productive. Society calls exhaustion hustle, dedication, commitment, but exhaustion often means poor leverage, no boundaries, constant reaction. Here is the truth: burnout is not ambition. It's inefficiency disguised as loyalty. All these systems train effort, discourage self-control, delay ownership and independence. Section 2. The real reason people stay broke. This is a foundational sovereign mind concept, so I'll explain it plain, grounded, and deeply human. No exaggeration, just truth people feel when they hear it. 1. Most people trade time for money. This is the default economic model. You are paid only when you are present. Does that feel familiar? Based on hourly wages, salaried time blocks, overtime for more hours, more of your freedom. The equation is simple. No traded time implies no money. The hidden cost: time is finite. Energy declines. Aging is unavoidable. So income is capped by biology. When your income stops when you stop, you don't have freedom. You have dependence. This model rewards endurance, punishes rest, makes absence expensive or costly. It trains people to sell life in pieces instead of building assets that outlive effort. 2. Most people wait for permission. Permission shows up disguised as approval, credentials, titles, validation. Let me give you some examples. I'll start when I'm ready. I need one more certification. What will people think? Waiting for permission feels responsible, but it's often fear wearing a suit. If you need permission to act, someone else controls your timeline. Systems benefit from people who don't self-authorize, don't self-direct, and don't self-correct. Sovereign behavior begins the moment you stop asking questions like, "Am I allowed?" and start asking, "Is this aligned?" 3. Most people fear instability more than stagnation. This is the deepest one. Stagnation is familiar. Same job, same routine, same complaints when your set time for independence clocks. Don't hold back. Instability is unknown. Uncertain income, learning curves, and temporary discomfort. The human mind prefers predictable pain over uncertain growth. People will endure a life they hate to avoid a season they fear. So they stay, underpaid but comfortable, unfulfilled but secure, safe but shrinking. Stability feels safe, even when it's quietly killing ambition. It's not because of the income. It's all about mental positioning. Most people trade time for money, wait for permission, fear instability more than stagnation. The cage isn't financial, it's psychological. The key line: when your survival depends on approval, you will never be sovereign. Section 3. Busy not equal powerful. The concept of false productivity. Meetings, notifications, endless tasks, constant urgency. If you are always busy, you are easy to control. This is one of the most important ideas in the sovereign mind. I'll explain it slow, sharp, and undeniable. The kind of truth that will make you pause the video. 1. Systems love busy people. A system is any structure that needs consistency to survive. Corporations, bureaucracies, institutions, even social expectations. Busy people are perfect for systems because they are always responding, always rushing, always occupied. A busy person has no time to resist. When you are busy, you follow schedules you didn't design. You solve problems you didn't create. You maintain systems you don't own. Systems don't need you inspired. They need you available. Systems love busy people. Busy people don't question. Busy people don't build too. Busy people don't build. Building requires long-term thinking, patience, experimentation, failure without immediate payoff. Busyness is short-term by design. Busy people execute tasks, maintain operations, keep things running, but builders design systems, create assets, accept delayed rewards. Busyness maintains life. Building transforms it. You must understand that if all your energy goes into today, nothing is left for tomorrow. Section 4. Ownership versus labor shift mindset from effort to leverage. Ownership is skills that compound, assets that work while you sleep, ideas that scale beyond you. The wealthy don't work harder, they work smart and less directly. A very important point to note. Effort feeds systems. Ownership feeds freedom. Section 5. The silent fear. Nobody admits most people are afraid of. Thinking for themselves, being misunderstood. Standing alone. Today's proves that slavery didn't end, it just became comfortable. Section 6. The sovereign shift. Finally, the shift. Shift 1. From effort to leverage. 2. From noise to clarity. 3. From reaction to intention. The moment you stop worshiping effort, you start building power. In closing, understand that the systems have trained you to work hard. They never trained you to think free. This channel exists for one reason: to wake sovereign minds. Hard work without mental sovereignty leads to exhaustion, not freedom. If this resonated, you're already different. Welcome back to the Sovereign Mind with Steve Abba.